It shouldn't come as any surprise that when you are looking for an RV park in the Orlando area, you're not going to have a hard time finding one. There's a lot to choose from, and they're huge for the most part. Our goal was to find something really close to Disney World, really close to Fort Wilderness, so that the next day we would be able to get in as early as we possibly could, based on check-in time, of course. I did a little bit of research. We do have a KOA membership, and we were able to get a really good price over at the KOA Orlando Kissimmee Holiday. You know, I don't even know. It's got so many names, but it really worked out in our favor. I think that we ended up paying about $74 a night, which, yes, is high for a lot of places. However, we had an enormous site, and we did not have to pay more for our additional family members, which a lot of campgrounds charge us because we have a large family. One thing that struck us was how well laid out this RV park is. Now, there are some smaller sites as you kind of dip in and around. We were in the larger ones that were on the outside, easy pull in, easy pull out. We are 42 foot before our deck is down. We did not put the deck down at this location. We could have, though. We actually did have room, but we weren't here long enough to really bother with it. But I was happy that it was so easy for us to get in and out, even though the campground itself is quite small. It does have a lot of fantastic amenities. You've got a dog park. You've got like this crazy jumping air trampoline thing that you've seen maybe around at other parks, with tables, areas for kids to play. There's a fantastic pool. The kids get so excited when we finally come across a pool that isn't only 4 feet deep. Like it's become now their criteria, you know, is it more than 4 feet deep? Because they really like to sort of jump in and play and try to dive down. I mean, they just like to have it. For them, it's just more fun. So this pool is really nice. It's clean. There's enough deck space. What I also liked, and unfortunately I didn't get this in the video, but there is a covered patio area right next to the pool, like basically attached to it, that has a bunch of tables in the shade, which is fantastic. I sat up there and worked while the kids played in the pool. I was able to keep an eye on them, but I was outside, but in the shade and comfortable. Worked out really, really nicely. It was changing over laundry loads. It couldn't have been better. We're using our stay here as kind of a staging stay, if you will. We've gotten ourselves as close to Fort Wilderness as we can. And I really want to pull in with the rig being clean. I want the laundry done. Like, I want to get there and just pull up a chair, have a cocktail, let the kids ride their bikes, and just be happy that we're in Disney World and that we made it. It was a challenge for us to get across country on this trip. I think we did it in just the 4 nights, which was, you know, I mean, that's respectable. It's certainly not that fast, but it stormed the whole time, which really slows you down. Manny is still working. We had to get here in time because he has some meetings that he needs to be at in the Tampa area. And so, yeah, it was kind of a lot of stress. We haven't even finished getting everything that we need. We had to kind of just pull the trigger and leave Albuquerque when we did because, well, it was time to go, right? We weren't going to make it in time for Manny to get to this client that he needed to. So it was just time to go. I'm really excited to have the time that we're here to be able to get things organized, take a breath, right? I love that around this area too, there's so much. Like, this is, I mean, you're right off of 192, which is kind of like where everything is. There's a really big, awesome Target that you could almost walk to from here, which was so helpful. I got us stocked up. I was able to get some things that we left and didn't have. In fact, we left and forgot all of our knives. We're cutting up watermelon with a pumpkin carving knife. I don't even know why we have a pumpkin carving knife, but we do. But we don't have any of our knives. Goofy stuff like that, right? I mean, it's just nice to have a chance to reset. It's been a blast. We have loved every minute of the trip so far, but man, am I glad to be I just needed this. I needed a good reset, easy peasy, level, concrete, asphalt, grass site so that I could just reset.
Look at Olive.
Olive, what you doing? Are you girls all dressed up?
I'm gonna go dance now. You go with her.
Are you all dressed up? Huh? You all dressed up? How about you? You wearing your little outfit? You wearing your dress? You look so nice in your Minnie Mouse, in your Mickey Mouse. Sweet baby girl. Oh, my sweet baby girl. How's my Luna?
Can I try this?
Yep, right. How is it? Is that a good breakfast? Or at least a breakfast appetizer? Well, because we're gonna have breakfast.
Can we have this for breakfast? Because then you can get the pool quicker.
Feeling trapped down on the floor. I don't know what for. Feels like I'm gonna lose. Silence takes a hold. I can't let it go. Chain up, no one knows. But I won't let the stormy seas throw me in open water. Let me have my peace and leave me till tomorrow. Wind into my sail, away from things I let go. Floating on the waves. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. When you're feeling down, push the pain away. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. And face it another day. We go bottoms up. Things I let go, floating on the waves. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. When you're feeling down, push the pain away. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. And face it another day. We go bottoms up.
I really want to share with you something that we have done multiple times now, and that is going to Chuy's over on International. I know that sounds funny, but first off, the food is great. The service always wonderful. But I'm going to give you the two big reasons why this is the place where we go to eat when we, in fact, we've done it 2 times now, coming and going from Fort Wilderness, because it's close by. There is a huge amount of parking space in the back. Now, granted, we have gone early both times because you remember, we're checking out of our campsite at like 11 a.m. So we are over there pretty early in the day, and we have been able to park easily in the far back portion of that back lot there. The thing I love too is they let us bring our pets. They have a patio where we have been able to bring our ferret, our dogs, so we're not even having to leave the animals in the car. We're able to get a good meal. This is what we did before checking in on this trip to Fort Wilderness. Worked out perfectly. I can't say enough about how convenient this is for a fast but also really yummy, easy, RV friendly, pet friendly option for food when you are coming and going from the area in your rig. Next up, we're pulling straight into Fort Wilderness. This was a surprise for our kids, so super exciting. But hopefully you guys will come back and check out our other videos. We are going to be doing some reviews of other campgrounds in the Orlando area. But on this trip, it's all about Disney World. Yeah, it didn't work out to be what we thought it was going to be. Come back and check those videos out. I think that you'll be as surprised as we were by our time in Disney World during this trip. Thanks for watching.